Welcome to Story of a Lifetime. We have here Anita from Woodford, Virginia. Hello, Anita.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Great, great.
All right. So, in our Story of a Lifetime, we ask questions to people like you and ask them about their life and what they went through in life. So, first question is, what makes you stand out from the crowd? In other words, what's real that makes you you?
Interesting question. I think what people see as the real me is that I really don't change from person to person and situation to situation. I think people have an impression of who I'm supposed to be because of the title I have sometimes, but I really act the same no matter where I am. I care about people. I think they see that I'm genuine. So when you use the word real, I think whatever happens, I am the same. And I care about people. I think that's what stands out about me most.
When you said title, what title are you using?
I roll my eyes because I normally don't tell people this, but I am married to a preacher. And I don't say that because when people hear that, they start acting phony and they act like they can't cuss, they can't be themselves, and they act, I don't even know what to explain. They just don't act themselves. So I tell them, sometimes I want to just cuss or say something just to let them know they can just be themselves and relaxed and whatever they're going to tell me before they knew that. So I hate the expression First Lady. I'm Anita, and I'm married to William Helm, whose calling in life is to talk and teach about the Bible and stuff. So, but I'm real. I'm the same no matter what. So that's what I meant about title. People think that I'm supposed to act a certain way, but I act the same no matter who I'm with.
Oh,
so that's what I mean.
If you could be different in one way, what would it be?
I'm sure I've wished to be smaller in my body type many times, taller and those kind of physical features, but difference and what I wanted to be different. The things that I thought about being different, like seeing my father live longer than 10, those kind of things were big things that I wanted to be different, or not making a mistake in a relationship or getting married too early. Those are the kind of things that you would think about as regrets, but I really can't say that at this point in my life, only because those things that I went through made me who I am today. But I know all through my life, young and old, I felt like I wanted to be different in some of those areas, make different choices, I think. Not so much me being different. You know, I got what I got. I got a package the way it is. But I think I can't really make myself different because I wouldn't be the same person now.
What stopped you, though?
Well, what stopped me from doing some of the things that would make myself different? Physically, I know that my husband hasn't wanted me to change things because he says that's who God made me. When it comes to different choices and decisions, I think fear probably stopped me because I'm a person that tends to overanalyze and plan. And if I can't plan out things or figure out how I'm going to pay for it or how I'm going to do it, I probably stop myself from doing a lot of things that I've thought to do. And I can be a procrastinator. I mean, there are things like writing scripts and books and things that I've started and not finished, which it's because of me. That's what's not made the difference sometimes.
I would love to see those scripts one day. In your journey, who comes in mind? Who taught you the most?
Who has taught me the most depends on my phase of my life. In this phase of my life, ultimately God, Jesus Christ, has taught me most. But in this phase of my life, on the natural mean, my husband, William, has taught me most. Prior to meeting my husband, I would say that there were people that were in my life that just kind of influenced me. My mom has influenced me a lot, for the better and for the worse at some things. And also people that were in different ministerial roles. I would say some of the pastors in my life, from college to when I got grown, they've influenced me a lot. And I think even my children, they've influenced me. So I can't really pick one person because I learn from everybody. I like to maximize other people, but I learn from everybody. I'm a lifetime learner.
I like that lifetime learner. What stumbling block turned out to be the greatest life experience for you?
Who would believe that I would say, gosh, that's a hard question. Stumbling block in my life.
We all
I
have
would
stumbles.
say, oh, I've got them. I've got a lot of stumbling blocks. I have a lot of stumbling blocks. I'm just thinking which one. The ones that were most painful to me, I went through having a relationship with someone who was addicted to crack. It was a stumbling block to my relationship, to my progress, to my finances, to my psyche, to every part of me. It shook me in a way that I never would have thought as a college student or a young woman in my 20s. But in looking back, I learned that I cannot hide from the things that are going on in my life. And I don't think I would have known that if everything had been perfect and peachy keen with that relationship. I stopped being somebody that was so prideful and embarrassed that now I'll tell you anything. You want to know something about what I'm struggling with? I would rather be honest about it and take the consequences of that than be somebody to pretend and hide. So that stumbling block, I think, was the one I can think of.
Interesting. Any advice to your younger you?
Oh, Anita. Anita, honey, honey, honey. There's a little thing called Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Anita. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't put these far out dreams that you just have to pace yourself. I wanted to be successful without any clue of what success meant, any clue of. I just say, just chill out. Don't be so hard on yourself. Wait. You are beautiful in who you are. Don't compare yourself to the people in your life that are smaller, that have boyfriends and relationships. Just wait. God's got somebody great for you. Don't settle. If I can tell you anything, don't settle and just wait and trust God. Bottom line.
I like that wait and, patience. What do you want to hold on to as you age?
I'd love to hold on to my beauty. That's very superficial. My husband says I have an issue about aging, but I want to hold on to life. I don't want to get. I see people and they look like they've given up. I see women who are older. They don't want to do their hair. They don't want to do their clothes. They don't want to care about themselves. I don't want to get older in any part of my 80s or 90s or 70s or whatever the Lord lets me be and don't care about myself. I want to value Anita from the time from now and to ever. And I just don't want to get to the point where I don't give a damn. I want to care. That's what I want to make sure I hold on to.
That is something key, knowing yourself, finding yourself, loving yourself. What do you most want to be remembered for?
Loving people. Loving God and loving people. I make mistakes and they'll remember the mistakes, but if they can remember that anything I did in this life, I did it out of a love for God and love for people. That's what I like to be remembered for.
That's really key. How would you describe or characterize your story as you age?
What do you mean by that? How would I characterize my story as I age? I would say, if I understand what you're saying, I've been hearing this song, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I think that no matter what is happening, the bridge stays sound. The bridge stays constant no matter what is happening, the turmoil, calmness, the storms that come in my life. The constant bridge is my relationship with Christ. And that's not me being religious. It's just that I have to trust that no matter what's going on, He's got me. And that's the story of my life, that God's got me.
How was it telling your story of a lifetime with HKL for you?
I don't know a lot about telling stories. I tell and teach a lot, but when it's about me, I don't have a lot of experience with that. I not knowing what was coming and the questions that was in it, they take thought, and I don't think that I have thought through some of those answers to the questions that were thrown at me from that perspective. But I will start to ponder some of them and probably wonder some of the answers that I gave were would I have given the answer if I had more time. But it was good. It was interesting. I appreciate the opportunity. It was a great opportunity.
Well, Anita, thank you for telling your story at Story of a Lifetime by HKL for you. Do you have anything to say?
I'm Anita from Woodbridge, Virginia. Check out my story at hkl4us.com. Let me do that right. hkl4us.com. Peace to the multitude.